Hello everyone and welcome to the first lecture of cloud computing. Here we are going to learn what is cloud computing and what are the advantages of cloud computing. So basically cloud computing contains two terms. One is cloud and another one is computing. Cloud means internet. Internet. So you basically know what I exactly mean by internet. Internet is the we have interconnected multiple computer system and they are sharing all their information through the cables. So this is basically known as internet, or another term we have the terms like 4G, 5G. So these are basically defined on the basis of internet of speed. So if we are accessing computing resources, what are the computing resources? One is RAM, this is also known as memory. Second one is storage, maybe it can be HDD or SSD. Third one is CPU. So these are the basically main component of a computer system. So if we are accessing these resources, these many resources over the internet, so this concept is known as cloud computing. Okay. So if we are accessing computing resources over the internet, this concept is known as cloud computing. Now, if we go, what are the advantages of the cloud computing? So first of all, let us go with the what are the disadvantages of the physical servers. Okay. So if we go back in 2000 or maybe till 2008, we are having the concept of physical server. So suppose you are having one website. The website URL is www.xyg.com and you want to host this website. Why you need to host? You want to go publicly, like you want some public which can access your website over the internet. Okay. So in the physical server you have to create one physical server, meaning you have to go to market. Okay, where you need to buy some resources like RAM. Maybe for example you are buying 2 GB of RAM, then some storage. Maybe for example you are buying 128 GB of storage, and CPU as per time we can consider i3 you are buying. So to buy these things you have to spend some money. So for example you are spending 10,000 rupees and you have created one physical server. This server is able to host your website www.xyg.com, and this website is you can access over the internet. So this is our server and we can access this website, but this server is only able to service around 1000 users over the internet. So only 1000 users are able to access your website if you have this configuration. But suppose in some time you are having many number of users, for example around 10,000. Okay, so in this case the cost of 10,000 rupees will go to multiply 10, means 1 lakh rupees you have to spend just to configure your server for accessing around 10,000 users. Okay, but what happened due to some misleading things, or maybe some kind of disasters or something, you are losing your user from 10,000 to 1000 only. Okay, so in this case what will happen? In this case what will happen? You have lost your 90,000 rupees, right? So that's why this is not a cost effective thing. Like if you have many users you have to spend more money. If you have low users, means in that case you will be losing your money. But in cloud it is very effective. In cloud there is a concept called pay as you go, pay as you go model. So just like electricity, in our home we have electricity, and for example you are using in 1 month 100 units. So you only need to pay for 100 unit. Maybe if they are charging 8 rupees per unit, you have to pay 800 rupees. So the same concept relies on the cloud, and it applies on the cloud. Like if you have used 4 GB of RAM, so you may have to pay only $1 uh, for 24 hour, so you can calculate it. So these kind of things, there is a very cost effective thing in the cloud world. And the second advantage of this thing is scaling means if you have high traffic on your website, the website is www.xyg.com. So if you have high traffic, you can just increase your resources, maybe from 4 GB of RAM to 8 GB, or 128 GB of storage to 256 GB. And maybe you are using 4 cores of CPU, you can upgrade to 8 cores of CPU. So these kind of thing you can do by scaling. So this is the second main advantage of cloud computing. The third main advantage of cloud computing is recovery and backup. So each and every time your data is very secure, and it has been recovered, it can be recovered, and it has the backup on different servers. Okay, or basically these are known as data centers. Okay, so if you are hosting your website on one data center, there is a possibility there are multiple copies of that particular website running on one data center to another data center. So if one data center goes down, you have the copy here. Meanwhile, it will again go up, so the copy will again transfer to this. Okay, so this is the thing, that recovery and backup is very big advantage of cloud computing. If we move on to fourth, this is security. So security is also a good advantage of cloud computing, that your infrastructure is very secure. You don't have to rely on any kind of things. Okay. In security, you just need to mention some rule. So maybe you are mentioning that port 80. Port 80 is for HTTP, and port number 443 is HTTPS. So you are mentioning that your website should only be accessible through 443 port. So no one can access your website through this URL, http colon slash www.xyg.com. They can only be able to access it https. Okay, so that's the thing in security. Another advantage of automatic update and maintenance. So your system will be automatically updated, means your operating system can be updated to automatically on a newer version, or if there is any security patch update, that can be automatically updated. You don't need to care of that particular thing. Okay, and there are some more other advantage, like environmental friendly. This is very environmental friendly. Like cloud computing typically optimizes resource uses, leading to more energy efficient operation and a reduced carbon footprint compared to traditional on-premises or physical servers. Okay, so this is also a big advantage. And the biggest one more advantage is global reach. Your website can be accessed over any part of the world. Okay, so these are all the advantages of cloud computing. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please subscribe to our channel, and let's meet on next video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.